Thank you for tuning in. Happy New Year once again. We're a week in, and it's still time to really set those intentions and make sure that we are setting us up for a really wonderful new year. And during my coaching session today, uh, my coach Brienne gave me a wonderful, it seems basic, but I think it's actually really profound. Um, Make sure, to start a year and make some measurable goals. The understanding is you actually don't go anywhere you don't choose to go. So if you just want things to kind of stay the same, you don't make goals. But if you actually want to move forward, you get clear on those goals and you start envisioning the path forward. So for me, it was about deepening my relationship with my spiritual community, taking on volunteer roles, those kind of things. Like spiritual community is a huge theme for the new year for me. And so I was actually really helpful first to get clear, like what is it that is, it has to be measurable, something that's the next step. If you say I want $1 million, but that's not quite the next step. Like it's okay to have that goal. Absolutely, that's one of my goals actually, and beyond. But your first goal is the measurable goal that you can achieve in this year ahead, that it's very achievable. And of course, it takes work, but it's measurable, achievable. So think of that right now, or maybe even write it down when you're done with this video. What is your measurable goals for 2026? You'll know because I knew, when we landed on those in the session, because I just really lit up. I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so wonderful. Like, yes, you know, to be more integrated in my spiritual community in a more meaningful way and to contribute more in that space would be beautiful. Absolutely would set my heart on fire and then set me up for my future desires. And so then it was, well, how do I get there? And there's two parts to manifesting. You want to do, well, I've mentioned before, of course, choice is an important part. That's what you already did by getting clear. You're choosing that. Yeah, I choose this goal of mine for 2026. Then there's the inner work and the action part. So, of course, you want to get clear on what actions do I need to take. What does it look like to get there? And get very clear on those. It's very important to know the path forward. But know that a huge part of manifestation is also the inner work. And it's about, how do I feel when I feel into that space? Are there any things that don't feel good? And you do healing work around that. You let yourself know, you know, it's going to be unique for everybody. Do you not feel worthy of it? Then you give yourself worthiness. Do I feel like I'm not good enough? And then you tell, you love that part and let that part know that, yes, you're good enough. Maybe you just don't accept that that's an okay dream to have. And you tell that part, yes, your dream is beautiful and good and you deserve it. Whatever it is, that's the mirror exercise, the healing work is finding your inner blocks to your dreams. And a big part of it too, and this is something we talked about, is just giving yourself the feeling of what you think that thing is going to give you. And I just think this is something that's been happening kind of spontaneously in my practice. Um, so for me, it's like a deeper relationship with my spiritual community. Well, of course, there's actions I can take towards that, but I can also feel what that would feel like. I can feel the warmth and the love and the joy and the connection now. God never has us wait, and that's why feelings are so powerful. You can have now what it is you want, what you think is in the future. And it's, Napoleon Hill has talked about, how he, the being in the vibration of wealth, if you want wealth, just feeling what it's like, oh my gosh, what would it feel like to have $1 million? And let that feeling fill your being. So, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video to encourage you to make those 2026 goals and to know that this year is in your hands. So, a big thing I healed recently too is just to know that my choice is powerful. Your choice is powerful. In fact, it is what creates in your reality. Your reality is a reflection of what you choose. And so this isn't a judgment if you're looking at this year being like either, you know, warm, cold, or neutral about your life. You can move that dial this year by your choice. You can begin to love yourself into a better reality wherever you're at. That's your power as a divine being to create your reality. And so I invite you to make 2026 count for you. Make those dreams come true. And it's, if you know, a measurable, what God will, if you commune with Him, He'll make it very clear what is that measurable step that, yes, you can absolutely achieve this in 2026. And there are absolutely steps you can take now to get there. It's such an empowering way to come into your power of choice more deeply and experience the beautiful life at a new level in this year. So, sending you so many blessings on the week and the year ahead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.